preparing for a long-haired combination set with magnetic rollers and pin curls. The first thing that I did is I shampooed and conditioned my long hair. The next thing that I'm going to do is again apply some product. Okay, so I want something that has a nice medium hold, something that's going to give it some tack or some stick to it. So with this longer hair, I'm going to do about 4 pumps of product and work that around in my hands. Begin by bringing it into the mid shaft, into the ends, and then working it up towards the scalp. Now we're working with longer hair, so you've pulled out a long-haired mannequin. It may require a little bit more product. I'm going to add just a couple more pumps. I've got an awful lot of hair here. Really work that through. Nice even distribution of some product. Now in my setup here, I've already done some detangling. Here's my detangling comb. I have my tail comb for sectioning. I have my rollers, and when I'm working with this longer hair, I'm going to use a larger roller. I have my roller clips. Remember, those are the ones with the hole there. And then I also have my pin curl clips, end papers just in case, my product, and a water bottle. Now we're going to begin. If you haven't detangled, go ahead and pause here, get set up, get your guest shampooed, comb and detangle her out. Remember, when you're detangling, start at the bottom, work your way towards the scalp. Okay, and we're going to start with our pin curls. We're going to start with some sculpture curls. So starting on the top here, remember when we're talking about our guest, we're talking about their right or left. We are going to have our part on the right hand side, and we're going to move our hair to the left. Now, the reason I'm taking time to spend some time on these foundational skills with this long hair is that you'll find that when you're dressing hair and putting hair up into glamorous up styles, that pin curls come back into play an awful lot. So when it comes to pin curls, we talk about the different types of bases. You can have different shapes. You can have squares, rectangular, you can have half moon shaped, you can have triangular as well. I like to work with this hair nice and wet. Okay, we started with our guest having a part on her right hand side, bringing things over heavy to the left. And we're going to start in our crown here. Just working on the left hand side, on this heavy side. Now, starting in the back, we're going to create a shaping. Our shaping is going to be a C shaping. Okay, so it's going to follow this all the way forward. Now, when you begin a shaping, you always begin at the closed end of the C. Okay, not the open end where there's the space here on the closed end. So I'm going to use my tail comb here. I like to use my fine teeth, and I'm going to create a C. I'm going to pull it back into the depth of the C. I'm going to place my finger there, and I'm going to comb directly against. Okay, all the way through those ends. All right, see that shaping there? See how that fits right into my hand? There's that C shaping. Now, when we add to a shaping, we always add to the open end. So I'm going to come in here, not disrupt what I've already created, and I'm going to add to that C shaping and comb strongly against. So holding my fingers in place, no gaps there. And I'm going to add here again and comb strongly against. All the way out, comb those ends nice and smooth. All right, now if you take a look at the top of my mannequin, here's the open end of my C, and that C shape is a nice straight line. See that indent of the C right through here? Follows straight all the way through. Okay, if I turned her sideways, she'd be parallel with the floor. Now, when we start a shaping, we start at the closed end. Okay, when we start our pin curls placed into a shaping, we start at the open end. Now, I'm going to get rid of this extra hair here. All right, coming down just below the C shaping where that opening is, right when we make that bend, as we come around, making that moon shape, I'm going to take a 1/2 inch subparting and I'm going to take out those ends. and separate that. Okay, see how that's separated out there. Now I'm going to wet this down. I want to make sure that it remains in that C-shaping, so hold it while you're combing so that you're not pulling out your C-shaping. And we're going to place sculpture curls in here. Nice and smooth. We've ribboned those ends. We're going to bring those in nice and tight, wrapping it around itself. We're going to grab our pin curl clip, grab our pin curl, and we're going to slide just underneath and secure it to its base. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make mine just a little bit smaller so it fits in there a little bit nicer. I'm going to come all the way out on these ends, ribbon that together. I'm going to make my curl a little bit smaller. It's going to get larger as it comes in because I'm wrapping it around itself, nice and tight. Bring that in nice and flat. Grabbing that curl, securing it underneath the stem to its base. I'm going to come directly behind it. Again, straight line. Okay, see how there's a straight line there. I want to not pull out my C-shaping, so I'm going to hold it here nice and firm so I don't pull that out. And I'm going to smooth out those ends. I'm going to take these ends and I'm going to make a nice small curl. We're going to grab this curl and we're going to slide in and we're going to secure it right underneath to its base. See how those curls lay right on top of each other? I'm coming in directly behind it, adding into that straight line. See how all of that hair below just hangs nice and straight. Okay, and you can still see my C-shaping here. Hold it so that I don't pull that C-shaping out and comb that hair nice and smooth. Come out on this end, ribbon together. Make that nice small little circle, wrapping it around itself. Wrap that end inside. Nice and slow, wrapping it around itself. Want to keep a horizontal line. These all shall sit straight back from the next. Grab the curl on the inside. Do not pin it through the stem. Nice and clear. Go directly underneath it and connect it to its base. Next, 1/2 inch subparting. Hold so that my C-shaping does not get disrupted. Ribbon that end. Okay, nice and slow. Bringing those curls in so they lay one right on top of the other. Take your time. Don't get frustrated. Pause if you need to. Make sure there's enough product and that hair is damp. See how they're sitting horizontally, straight line coming straight back to that crown. I'm going to finish out this shaping. See how it's straight below there? I want to keep all of that